maybe another kind of candy. What else we got?
Rockets, herbs, jelly beans, peanuts, chocolate, Smarties.
Yeah, I'll do Smarties.
Here.
Thank you. And TikTok.
Feel good?
Yep, we are live. Let's see if I can get this thing to work correctly.
Do you need a water or something, or a tea?
Maybe a tea would be great actually, but then we have to turn up. It's actually getting warm already nicely. Finally, now we have the proper heaters going. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Welcome to our daily live.
Welcome to Nomadic Whims.
Hello, Austin. How's it going? Happy Monday to you as well. Austin knows what's up. Holly's taking the day off, so she's she won't be answering questions today.
Not one.
Unless someone has a very specific question for her, but... Doodles, what's going on? How's it going? Welcome.
We're gonna sing sea shanties.
Sea shanties for everybody. Holly, how's your day going?
Pretty good.
She's taking the day off. She's not answering questions. Just kidding. She said her day's going pretty good, if you heard that. Zen Sailing, how's it going? I'm just eating some Smarties here. Yeah, Cece likes that spot. Although, where are you going, kitty? And yeah, today we don't have the camera outside. It's pouring rain. I didn't want to get the camera damaged. Ah! So I switched that camera to this. You guys can see the very front of the boat looking back. Not very exciting, but there you go.
Aww.
It's pretty cozy. We're enjoying it. We were just watching some Parlay Revival.
Yeah, he's good.
It's
I
pretty
like
good.
that.
Yeah, they make good videos. So we were just chilling doing that for a little bit. And now
I think that'd be so fun having that big of a group on a boat.
that is, yeah, Brian's leg cam exactly. That's all you see, really. Plus some Smarties. Now the kitty. She'll probably be launching some water at me shortly. I should turn this around 1 second. That's why it's backwards.
I guess we're making tea. I'll wait for Kitty though.
That's why it feels weird. There we go. Our Monday's going good, Austin. How was yours? Thor, right now we're not actually sailing. We're hanging out at the marina right now. It's wintertime here. We are hoping to take the boat out soon. We were just getting the boat ready the other day. There's just a couple days of rain here, and then hopefully it gets sunny again. So we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. What is Holly up to? I think she's just...
Pitter-pottering?
Yeah, just doing random stuff.
Pitter-pottering. That's right.
Pitter-puttering. I think she's like gonna make some of that chicken stuff and maybe... Tea, pizza, just a bunch of random stuff. Thank you, user. I appreciate it. Do you guys hear the rain right now? I don't know if it's actually raining right now. We do have the mic up top again. It was raining, but I don't know if it is right now. I can't tell. Maybe very lightly. It's a fun thing to do. I used to live on Bowen. That's cool. Where do you live now? Do you live like in Vancouver or somewhere else? Maybe a different province? And thank you guys, appreciate it. Yeah, it's a pretty good life. We're enjoying it. There's a lot of things about it that are a little bit difficult. Moving onto the boat was a big process for us, but we finally got here. We've been on board for about 4 months now, and we're waiting for summertime so we can actually sail around a bit more. Miss the ocean. Oh, Prince George. I've been there before. I used to live up in like Tumbler Ridge when I was really young. But I've lived all over kind of like BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan. Holly was born in Ontario. And yeah, we've been doing that kind of stuff. We finally moved out here. Where the ocean is beautiful. And yeah, come summertime we'll be sailing a lot more. So right now, Aiden, we're not actually sailing or traveling anywhere. We would like to be traveling, but we're waiting for summer. We moved on 4 months ago at the very start of winter. The boat wasn't perfect. We've been fixing it up. Sort of getting it ready to do stuff. And this is how we're making money right now. Nothing. So Holly and I worked for the city of Calgary. We saved up for a long time. We sold all of our stuff and then moved on to the boat. So we bought a $36,000 boat, which is honestly fairly cheap compared to any houses anywhere. And we are trying to make videos, content for people to watch, and maybe make a little bit. We haven't made a ton yet. We've made a little bit. Yeah, Friday already passed, so it's technically Monday now. Empty. Cat's always watching. We don't, so before we moved onto the boat, Cece was never allowed on the counters. We didn't like that kind of thing, but because the boat has such little space on it, we allowed her to kind of be a counter cat now.
Yeah.
Except for when we're cooking. So right now Holly's messing around, she's cooking up some vegetables and things. So we don't usually allow Cece up there, but she is allowed to watch from on top of the air fryer because it's, you know, up and out of the way. So she's always watching. So we're at the marina right now, so we pay for the slip, and it's $575 a month, which is still cheaper than any kind of rent. We own the boat outright. It was a $36,000 boat, $27,000 US dollars. But we do pay marina fees and for electricity and stuff, but which, you know, if you include the 36,000 Canadian and then the $575 a month, it would probably take about 2 to 3 years before you came out on top if you were renting. But we get to own this place and we can move it wherever we want, and in the summertime we don't have to be at a marina either, so that'll be fun. Yeah, pretty much, Alan. We moved onto the boat. We tried to get a boat earlier last spring, and that boat we waited all summer for parts. We basically told them we'd buy it as long as they fixed a couple things, and the few things they had to fix, parts were delayed over the summer for various reasons. They finally got them in like October, and then they ended up breaking something else, and then it was going to take another couple months to get anything else. So we just said, nope, we're backing out of that deal. We found this boat later on, and we bought it. But by that point, it was already October 24th, and it was wintertime, so we couldn't really go anywhere. So yeah, the goal would be sail around here at the beginning of summer, spring, and then head south eventually, yes.
Cece, you're going to burn yourself.
Yeah, the kitty cat's awesome. Hey, Holly, what's going on? Cece, what are you doing? Come on. She's trying to get a steam in, I guess. Watch out, kitty. You're gonna get. Hey, you're being a pain in the butt. Come here. You're right in the steam. You're gonna get blasted. She is super cute, but she also knows what she's doing. Mm-hmm. And we're currently docked. Normally we have a camera outside so you guys can see where we are. But it is raining. I didn't want to have the camera get damaged. It is technically waterproof, but there is like a cord going into it, and I was worried the water going up the cord. Allergies to like what? Like mold and stuff? Or what kind of allergies you're talking about?
Kitty allergies.
And they do charge us. We don't anchor here. We're tied up at the dock, and it's $575 Canadian. And yeah, we can totally cross the ocean. There's a couple ladies out there right now on the Atlantic Ocean crossing with like a rowboat, basically. It's a very big rowboat, but it's still a rowboat. You can pretty much cross any lake or ocean or anything with almost any kind of boat. You just have to make sure you plan for the right time of year for a lot of stuff. And yeah, 6:04, this is what we're doing right now. We're making videos. It's kind of been raining off and on here all day, sailboat. By the way, how is it going for you? You been doing any jobs on the boat lately? Today, very specifically? Brody! Zen Sailing, thank you for the heart me. Holly for the heart me. And Brody, thank you guys all so much for the heart me's. And welcome to the fan club. It kind of beats the hell out of the real world, Jake. Sometimes. There's obviously problems that come up and we have to deal with, and we still have to be part of the real world, but...
It's still the real world.
We don't have unlimited funds, we
power.
have to do stuff. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, Brody's got the power because he is the top gifter. You gotta have a cat. Cats are the best thing for a boat. Jake, thank you for the follow. Nobody's cleaned the barnacles yet. Actually, that's not true. We've kind of cleaned the barnacles a little bit. Our boat, we've only been on board for 4 months, and we bought it after it had been fixed. So the previous owner had recently hauled out the boat, cleaned it all off, and repainted it. And it's not even been a year yet. So we will have to clean the barnacles off, and we've been kind of doing that a little bit. We haven't gone underneath yet, though. And we do, empty. We do eventually want to head across the Pacific. That's kind of the goal eventually. Don't worry, I don't think our door would actually float. But yeah, there's no icebergs where we are, so we should be safe.
We're not heading to an iceberg.
I did get that reference, even though I've never actually seen the Titanic. Dan, thank you for the heart me. Welcome. I don't know if I can do a tour right now. I can show you guys this camera. You're going to see a lot of my legs. Hold on. I'll just throw this up. Boom. There's the camera, just like a bit further up. Hello, everybody. That's pretty much the entire boat. You can kind of see everything from the very front to the very back.
I like it. That's my kind of tour.
I don't want to give a full tour right now just because I'm like in this little desk thing. It's kind of a pain to get up. And Holly's working in the kitchen. I don't want to bother her. Plus all this stuff right here where Kitty is. It's kind of a pain to walk around right now. We have the whole boat kind of like in different areas. Hello, Sam. How's it going? We have not seen any mermaids. Not yet. Sandman, thank you for the follow. I'm not going to give a full tour, guys, but I can kind of show you, like, that other camera angle is pretty much the whole boat. And yeah, this pole right here.
What's for dinner for today?
Yeah, this pole we wrapped it specifically for the cat mostly. It also, as you can see, it's a little bit damp up here because this pole leaks up top. It's not fully... We're still working on the boat. There's still things we need to do. Are you going to answer that about the food, Holly?
No.
Oh. Holly is making... I think she's making pizza, but she's also making a Asian fusion ginger chicken...
Same.
...thing that we always kind of make. We've been making a lot lately. The new mattress is awesome. We're sleeping great. Thank you, Ace of Trace. We are sleeping way better.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Tech Talk, this is what we're doing right now. We saved up a long time. We sold everything to do this. Holly makes amazing food. She does. It does have... No, it has Danger Dan. It does have both. It has engine and sails. So we do have a Yanmar 3GM 30F engine. It's kind of right behind me. Underneath those stairs. Kind of like right back there. It's okay, guys. Everyone, ignore TD. He pops in every day and says the same thing.
Welcome.
Get a job, nobodies. Taint, why don't you get a job, nobodies?
Maybe if you're nicer.
Yeah. So where we docked, we're on Vancouver Island. Sorry, guys. Lots of comments. I have to skip ahead a bit. I've never actually blocked this guy yet, but I might have to eventually here. He just keeps popping in and saying the dumbest stuff I've ever heard. It's a diesel engine. It's a Yanmar 3GM 30F diesel. 3-cylinder non-turbo diesel engine. There's a few people that pop in and hate on it. Usually I just ignore them. It's not really that big a deal. Again, I don't mind people having different...
Get up here.
Not everyone has to agree on everything in the world. Everyone can do different things and enjoy themselves. I do find it funny when people pop in and randomly bash things that they have no idea about. But, you know, that's the whole, that's the great thing about living in the world we do. We can do different things.
Brian, where do you want your tea?
I'll have it, I guess, right behind me.
Behind you or
just
on
like,
the, on...
actually, yeah, there's good if you don't mind. Thank you.
CC?
Wow, TD, I'm glad you get paid for that, because if I wasn't, I would be embarrassed. How often do you relocate? Currently, random, we haven't relocated very often. We've just gone, we bought the boat 4 months ago, and it's wintertime here, so we are working towards eventually come spring and summer, we'll be moving a lot more. It's a pretty little motor. It's not very big. It's like 23 horsepower. I don't know what the torque is on it. They always talk about the engine in horsepower. I've never actually looked up the torque figure for it. It's pretty small, but it definitely has been used. I think it's used in John Deere's. I think John Deere owns it. We've only been on our boat for 4 months, Harles. So you've got way more experience than us. And we do pay it, yeah, it's $5.75 where we are right now. We're actually at a dock, we're in the marina, we are tied up at the dock, we're very safe here. And the boat was 36,000 Canadian. And then upkeep, Holly and I do all the work ourselves, so it's really hard to say. I don't know what you mean by that, TD, but thank you. I don't have any kids, so that would be hard to do. I've had the kitty for 8 years. Holly has been with me for about 5 now. So I was really nervous when we first when I first met Holly that Kitty wouldn't like her. But Cece has always liked Holly a lot. She doesn't like a lot of other people.
I'm very lucky.
But she immediately hopped up on Holly and started hanging out with her. Yeah, the Virgin Islands would be awesome. Or the Keys, yep, agreed. Yeah, Brody, there's always somebody. It's all good. I don't mind. Again, you don't have to agree with me, and you don't have to have the same idea in life. You can even hate on it. It doesn't actually bother us. That's why we allow it to happen. I mean, it's easy enough just to block people, but again, they're actually helping our stream out by constantly talking, so that's cool. Dan, thank you very much for the heart me, and then Holly, thank you very much for the 5 popular votes. Appreciate it. It is a very good little engine. So it's a little bit loud right now. I haven't checked the valve clearances on it. I used to be an automotive tech, so I know quite a bit about that kind of stuff. I don't know if it actually is the valves that are loud, or if it's just there's something vibrating against the boat that's making it sound a little bit louder. It is also just an old diesel engine. They're kind of loud anyway. We do not have a seakeeper, but we're at the dock right now, so we're tied up. We're in a very safe anchorage. There's no wind, no waves right now. Yeah, where we are, it's not even cold either. So we have quite a few things on board for spares, but we need to get a lot more spares before we go out anywhere super crazy. And we are Canadian, yeah. Oh. We're on... Sorry? What?
We forgot rice noodles.
Oh, no. We can do regular rice, I guess. Do we have any? No, we don't have any. Yeah, right now the water is very calm. It's very nice. And we are Canadian, sorry. Yeah, we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Holly was born in Ontario. I was actually born in Saskatchewan, nowhere near the ocean. We both lived in Calgary, Alberta for the past 15 years. And we just recently, 4 months ago, decided to move on. Well, 2 years ago we decided to do this. We've been working towards getting on the boat. And about 4 months ago, thank you, Kitty. She just throwing water at me. 4 months ago, we moved onto this boat. I got chocolate right here. Smarties.
In Canadian, great tradition.
BK1, I have no idea what we live in. I have my theories on stuff like that, but I'm just enjoying it. So I don't know if there's comfort in thinking that we live in a simulation or not. I'm just enjoying the world that we live in. Oh, Dennison of the North, did I miss you? When did you pop in?
Aww.
TD is a social experiment. It's okay. I think trolls like to pretend they're a social experiment because they like to think what they're doing actually matters. We are on the ocean, but we're not out in the ocean. We're on Vancouver Island. We're tied up at the dock. I know. See, so Cece's always done that. Before she ever drinks out of the water, she'll put her whole paw in, and then she usually flicks it at me and then starts drinking. She likes to do that. She knows exactly what she's doing. Even if the water bowl's way over there, she will turn around and flick the water at us. Which is why sometimes I flick a little water at her when I'm washing dishes or something. Pee-free, not really. I mean, that's always a concern. The whole world has that kind of stuff going on, though, so we're not really worried about that. If it happens, it happens. I guess we wouldn't really feel very much. Why a sailboat? Just something different, mostly. So Holly and I never sailed. I've been on a boat before. I've been on a houseboat. Never on a sailboat in my life before we bought this boat. I've always just liked watching them and thought they were a really cool way to travel. I'm a very mechanically interested person. I like anything mechanical, engines, motorcycles, cars, and yeah, sailboats, they have an engine, of course, but even just the sails and the way that they travel, I think is very interesting. She definitely has something, I agree. Buster Vans, what's going on? Buy a sailboat and travel the world. Jake, that's awesome. It was kind of Holly and I's dream as well, which is why we ended up pursuing it. It's an interesting thing to do, and we enjoy doing it. So far, we're pretty new to this though, and yeah, we're getting kind of close to 10,000 followers. So we're getting close to that range. It slowed down, so we got really quickly up to the 5,000, and then it was actually pretty quick after that to get to the 7. But going to 8 has been a little bit slow for the last little while. I'm not sure why. Maybe people just got bored of what we're doing. I have no idea. But we're enjoying it still. And yeah, I mean, right now we're just kind of parked at the dock, so we're not doing anything super interesting. But hopefully in the next couple of weeks, even a month, it should be nicer. The sailing season starts pretty much in May, but we can hopefully get out before then. I haven't heard about those oarfish, but I did know about the oarfish theory or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, exactly. Hydrodynamics and aerodynamics, yeah. We are moving, that's all we need to know. Very interesting stuff. I've watched a few videos on it. It's very complicated stuff, but it is pretty cool. I mean, you don't need to know exactly how it works to make it work, but it's cool. We haven't got seasick yet. It is definitely a possibility. We haven't had it happen, though, so we'll see. Cadet, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry, I missed a whole bunch of people that followed. So you guys, if you have followed, I do apologize for missing it. There was a bunch of followers and a bunch of people talking all at once, so I missed a ton of them. But thank you guys all so much for following, commenting, leaving gifts, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh wow, 8,000 likes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're flying up. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. We do very much appreciate it. Holly is making... She's chopping vegetables for... It's something we've been making a lot lately. It's just Asian fusion chicken thing. I don't even know what you call it. I don't know if there's a name for it. We really like it though. It's almost like a soup kind of, but not really.
Depends if you buy the rice noodles or not.
Jake, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're waiting. Maybe eventually we will. Hopefully, that would be the cool thing to happen. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe. Yeah, they all just headed out this way. This is new. I haven't normally used this little desk thing. Usually Holly uses this for her laptop. But Cece's been sitting on just to the... I can actually turn it. You can see where Kitty Cat's right now. Normally, that's where I have my mouse and then my keyboard just on my lap. But right now, Kitty Cat's using that, so...
Aww, Cece, you're the best.
I'll put it right there so you guys can kind of see her. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia right now, in Canada. Jake, we have Starlink internet. So technically we can get internet anywhere in the world with Starlink. It just costs more money depending where you are. Right now I have the unlimited roaming package for North America. So as long as I'm in North America, as long as Holly and I are in North America, we can get unlimited data and like 300 gigabytes per second. Sorry, 300 gigabytes. 300 megabytes per second. I wish it was gigabit internet. It's pretty decent though. Usually it's okay. Sometimes it gets a little laggy, but usually it's pretty decent. Don't worry, Puncher, we're in Canada. It doesn't really get that hot where we are. Also, there's water. So when you're in the open ocean and it's hot out, you can just hop in the water. It's not that bad. And we are using Starlink, but we are at the dock right now. So we do have Starlink and we are at the dock. So both of those things you said are the same, are correct.
That's why we're going to get EcoFlow.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have solar panels on the boat, but they aren't working very well. We would very much like EcoFlow to sponsor us, and you know, we have a smaller EcoFlow. It would be really cool to eventually buy a bigger system from EcoFlow that would be able to work. The current system we have is kind of meant for housing, and it doesn't work as well because the boat is shaded almost all the time just with the mast and sails. You got to be careful with that kind of stuff. Jake, we actually do have some merch. If you check our profile, we have a link tree, and it shows, goes to a link of all the different stuff we've been doing. We don't have much yet. We just have a couple things. Obviously, we're on a sailboat, so we don't have a lot of room to like store merch, so we couldn't like make it and then store it on our boat. So we found a company. There's a couple of them out there, but we found a company that a bunch of other like people use that'll like sell it for you, store it. You can make a website on their website. So they obviously get a big cut of the cash that you sell stuff for. But it does actually support us as well. We do get a little bit from it. What lessons do we fail to learn from Jurassic Park? Don't mess with dinosaurs, guys. I don't know why people always want to mess with those things.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't or do believe in mermaids, but it'd be cool to see one. I'm not going to say I don't believe in them. Maybe they're down there. Who knows? I don't know if they do, Jake. They probably do have... I think they have an EcoFlow store. It's called like EcoFlow store or something. I have looked at their stuff. I tried to, so if you at them, unfortunately, on TikTok, if you at, they assume that you are sponsored by them already. And because we're not sponsored, I didn't want to do that because we're not, you know, they're not paying us to do that. So I can't at them and then, like, lose out on potential other stuff. But I guess you could probably hashtag them or something. They do exist on here. I don't know how, whatever we call that. There's also another company that recently started following us called Bike Binders, and we always thought that would be really cool to have on the boat for like our 2 little enduro motorcycles we used to get around on.
That would be so much better.
Exactly, Tim. Kitty Cat's the captain, so that's what we say. Holly and I just steer the boat and make the food.
She's driving.
She's the captain. She does all the main work on the boat, though.
Aww.
Hello, Brad. Good morning, Australia. We're on Vancouver Island. It's about 3:31 p.m. where we're at. So Holly and I both, so a couple years ago, before we decided to do the boat thing, we bought, when we worked at the city of Calgary, we bought some Husqvarna enduro bikes. So they're street legal dirt bikes. Holly's got the 350, I've got the 501. We thought about selling them to get something smaller to fit on the boat. We actually had them on the boat. We, the one thing we'd like to do is mount them a little bit better. And I don't know if you guys know what bike binders are, but basically just like, we'll strap down the bikes by their pegs. Very strong system, very cool. They're actually made in Calgary, where we came from before we moved onto the boat. So they recently started following us. I think it'd be really cool to get bike binders and try to make it work on the boat. I think without the rear tires, even with the front tires on, just in front of us, right by the mast, it should sit right there. The bikes could be upright. The engines would be low enough that we wouldn't gain a lot of extra weight super high. We wouldn't have them on the boat all the time, of course, but if we were traveling to like a far away spot or something, we could take them with us to like get around on. Obviously, it depends too where in the world you go. It's harder to import motorcycles depending where you are in the world, but that's kind of what we're thinking about. More like Shrek and Ariel. That's that is terrifying. 13K likes. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. We do appreciate it. And we do, yeah, Jake, we do already have solar, but like I said, I bought it originally for a different project that was more meant to be like stationary and be able to like park in a spot where you don't have any shadows. There we got a little bit of unstable internet. Apologies for that. That's our Starlink. Not always perfect. A sweet 250. A KTM 250 would be awesome. The only reason I really got the 500 is because the street legal part of it. I wanted to be able to go on like highways and not have the bike like rev right out. So that's why we got like the bigger, slightly bigger bikes. If you want to hunt sharks, you're going to need a bigger boat. That is true. Gotta get to 25K. We've had some pretty good days. So before, we used to use a third-party app that would like have the whoever liked the most. It would show who was tapping the most, basically. So we used to get some streams where we had over, I think we got close to 200,000, didn't we?
Oh, it was lots.
Yeah, we got close to like a 200,000 like stream. So we've had some pretty crazy ones. But since we got rid of that, TikTok didn't like that for some reason, so we had to take it down. Michael, thank you very much for the heart me. Straw Dog, thank you very much for the oldies. And Sandman, thank you very much for the confetti. Appreciate it, guys. Sorry I didn't notice that till just now. Answering a lot of questions. Holly's normally sitting beside me, but today she wanted to take the day off and not be in front of the camera all the time.
Yeah.
So she's doing her own thing back there today.
So don't ask me one question.
It's also nice for me, too, because she's making food, so it'll be awesome. The record, Jake, I don't know what the exact record was. The most anyone themselves has done was like
57,067.
So that was a personal, I guess we can't even tell you guys what that looks like right now, but somebody did 57,000 likes just themselves in one of our live streams. I think that day we were close to like the 200. I don't know if it was actually 200. It might have been like 170 or 150. I'm not sure. I can't remember the actual like record. I probably screenshotted it somewhere. I'd have to look.
God.
Josh, we are on Vancouver Island right now. Currently, we're not constantly traveling. It is wintertime here. It's storm sailing season. It's not the best time to just sail around, especially Holly and I. We're very new sailors. We're not like professionals. We're not people that have done this a long time. So we are working up to it, and we want to make sure we're safe. So summertime, spring, once it's summer sailing season, we'll be sailing a lot more and visiting different places. Also, Sandman, thank you very much for the 4 roses. I know, it used to be awesome doing that, Holly. I don't know why TikTok doesn't like that kind of stuff, but that's okay, I guess.
Because it's too cool.
And yeah, we got Starlink. I used to do that too, Jake. Just like tap the screen really quickly with your fingers and you can get like 3 in a row. So Rocks, our boat was $36,000. So we bought that outright. Monthly right now at the marina. It changes by the season. You can also pay like yearly, every 6 months, every 3 months. There's lots of options for how you want to pay. Obviously, the longer term you pay, the cheaper it gets. In the summertime, so if you're paying monthly, summertime they charge you more. That's just how it goes. We currently pay 575 Canadian dollars every month for where we're at, plus around $100 for electricity. It depends on the month. Last month was more expensive. This month was about $100. I think the month before was like 150 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then of course food. I couldn't tell you what food is. It depends on the month and what we're buying.
We try to be very, what do you call that, frugal?
Yeah, we're trying to be frugal. We haven't eaten out like at a restaurant really. The only time we did recently, we went to Tim Hortons. Ooh, of all places, because somebody sent us coffee money and said, go buy a Tim Hortons. I want to see what it looks like or whatever. So we went and did that. But normally we haven't eaten out, so we always buy our own food and we make everything ourselves just to try to save a little bit. We try to eat fairly healthy as well. And we can sail anywhere. So OBJ, we can sail anywhere in the world as long as it's legally allowed. Like some countries obviously don't invite people over for dinner. So we can't go anywhere. But yeah, any country that's welcome to having visitors, you can go to as long as you have a passport and then possibly a visa depending on the country. Joey, Haida, Bobby, thank you guys all for the follows. Apologies if I missed any of them. I know there's a lot of people following me and I missed user, thank you for the follow. Josh, I'm missing a ton of them, but there's so many people commenting and stuff I'm going to miss. But do very much appreciate you guys. Sylvania, welcome. We're in Canada here. Roman, how's it going? Mike, thank you for the follow. Can you walk? I've never seen you stand. RCD, then you've never been in our live, because I stand all the time. You must not have spent very much time in our live. I'm obviously sitting here in front of the, literally in front of my computer monitor, so I can actually read the screen. If I walk over there, I won't be able to see that, and then people will wonder why I'm not answering their questions. So it's a two-edged sword. I'm either sitting here answering questions, or I'm over there and everyone's asking why I'm not answering questions.
That's a good answer, Brian.
Nickname, thank you for the follow. No matter what we do in life, if I'm in here and Holly's out there, they say, oh, lady in the kitchen, why don't you ever do anything? And then if I'm in the kitchen, they're like, oh, why is the lady not in the kitchen? So no matter what you do in a live stream, somebody will always comment the opposite. What's the passport? So I'm not sure where you're from. We're in Canada, so basically when you travel to another country, you have to have a passport. So basically, we're Canadian. My passport will just say you have to like spend a bunch of money. You send a bunch of like government documents to the government of Canada. They send you back a little booklet that has your name and that you live in Canada and that you're a Canadian citizen. And then when I travel to the U.S., like Holly and I, when we cross into America, they want to see that your passport so that they know you're not like someone trying to sneak into their country or make sure that you're going to go back. They want to make sure that you're like a legal, not like a criminal. So they'll ask for your passport, they look up your name, they make sure you're good, and then they let you into their country as like a temporary thing. That's kind of what the passport's for. I believe it is legal to pee in the ocean. Depends probably where you are. Normally in the daytime, guys, we have a camera outside, but it's pouring rain and I didn't want the cameras to get damaged. So today I didn't put the camera out there. So of course everyone's going to ask for that. I could probably hang a camera outside for a second if you guys give me a minute. Nickname, thank you for the follow. The team. Can we see outside? I can show you guys outside in a minute. Give me a second here. Since you guys asked so nicely. Argyle, I don't know why that would matter. Also, I don't think I'm anything right now for politically speaking. I have never been the kind of person or even lived in a family. I always found it odd when people's families vote for the same party because it's what they've always voted for. I always found that super odd. So every election I've ever been a part of, I've like looked into it, what I want at that time for me specifically, because that's what voting is supposed to be. You shouldn't just like vote on the same party your entire life because that's what you're supposed to do. I find that super odd. So,
Well said, Brian.
I'm not someone who comes on here and tries to talk politics. Our channel is not about politics at all. It's about sailing and being free. And politics honestly just weighs people down, especially online. Talking about politics in a live like this that has nothing to do with it is odd. You guys don't have a very, like, the power dynamic is weird. I can just talk and blab out loud while you guys are stuck here. I can just randomly mute you and send you on your way. It doesn't really make sense to talk about politics here, in my opinion. But, yeah, I've voted for many parties over my life, not just one. And, Puncher, don't worry. I'm Canadian, so I don't vote for that anyway. I can't. Dirt bike riding? I also like dirt bikes, so I appreciate it. Holly and I both have some. We love that stuff. So we do have, right now we're at the marina, so it's really easy. We have CC obviously just uses the litter box just in the back room back there, and we just clean it up, put it in the garbage, and we just drop it off in the garbage right now. I mean, you guys are all talking about American politics. We don't even know. We have no part in that. You guys vote wherever you want. I don't care. I have no say in that. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. I am 38, Holly is 34. And appreciate Audrey. That's what I think about that kind of stuff. The government, you know, I feel like most people don't like governments. We have to deal with them because it's part of society and life, living life.
Oh wait, I need this.
Hello, Catherine. How's it going? What's for dinner? I think Holly's making like an Asian fusion type thing with
And
chicken and pizza as well. We're making a bunch of stuff. We don't have any kids. We don't plan to have any kids. Sorry, guys. I'm getting behind on comments. I'm going to have to catch up again here. Blue Eyes Brandy, hello. We're in Canada as well. We're on Vancouver Island. Deepest body of water we've sailed in. We're technically in the Pacific Ocean, which I believe is the deepest ocean in the world. We haven't sailed to the deepest part though, so we've only sailed around, yeah, over 300 meters. But we're very close to the island right now, so we're not anywhere super deep. We only owned the boat for 4 months, so we haven't sailed anywhere super crazy. Yeah, exactly. No politics here. That's why I like it. Exactly. I try not to talk about that. If anyone brings up politics, I just kind of give my opinion on why I think it's weird to vote for the same political party over and over again as somebody, you know, just because that's what you have been taught to do in your life. I find that weird. That's the only thing I'll say politically on here. We're good. How are you today? I guess I already asked that. But yeah, we're just making food. It's raining today. I guess you guys can't see. I will show you guys the outside since I did promise that. I will show you guys the outside really quickly. We also do have a microphone on the roof, so you guys might be able to hear the rain. Our next adventure, I think, is going to be, just say it like you always say, no politics. I pretty much do say that. But again, I don't think saying what I said just now is really political. It's just kind of saying that I feel like people should look into what they're looking up before they vote for it. That's all I want to say about that. We haven't had to deal with seasickness yet, but it's definitely a possibility. Okay, I'm going to switch to this camera, and then I'll hang this camera out the window for you guys. So we do have this camera right here. I will turn it around. Whoop, that's unfortunate. 1 second, guys. I just undid our roof latch. There we go. There we go. What can you see, Holly? Nothing good? There's the boat. There's the water. There's the outside. You can see that we're in the ocean, but we are at the dock. Now I can't close this.
It looked good.
You like my armpit right there? There we go. I'll close it up for now. I'll sort of angle this a little bit back. Sorry, that camera's not the best angle, guys. That's just the one I was going to use today for...
Thank you, everybody who's double tapping the screen. The hearts are just flying across. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, everybody.
Yes.
Now we'll go back to this one. So there's the outside for everybody.
Aww.
Whew.
Super cuties.
What is leeward weed? I have no idea. What does leeward mean?
Leeward?
Yeah.
Means move forward, doesn't it?
No, leeward's like to a side, isn't it?
Oh, then that's to the left.
Condo Country Boy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, do all that kind of stuff. We do very much appreciate it. Don't forget to double tap the screen to add likes to it. We do love that stuff. And yeah, of course, Jake. Tam, thank you for the follow. sorry, my question, any advantages living on a sailboat versus on land? One of the biggest ones for us, and the reason why we moved on to a boat instead of other options, is the travel is maybe a greater travel potential. Living in an RV or a van, you can do that as well, but you're kind of like stuck to your continent. Obviously, if you have tons of money, you can get your van shipped to other continents and then travel around there as well. But it becomes kind of like a diminishing return sort of travel where you're constantly sending your van or your vehicle to another continent, a small island. Of course, the upside to that is you can travel inland a lot further. On a sailboat, we don't have the option to like go deep inside Canada. We have to pretty much stay around the coast. So there's that as well. It really depends what you want to do in life. We thought about doing the van thing. We just ended up on a boat. We do live on a boat, Brianna. We are on a boat. We love it, and we aren't really scared of sinking. There has been a few days where we're like, are we sinking? It's been remedied pretty quickly. I think once you get kind of used to living on a boat, you kind of realize the boat's always sinking. You just got to deal with it. And of course, guys, I always try to answer all the questions as best as we can, as long as it's something that we can answer. We're not like, we're new to this. We're not people that have done this for a long time. So there are people that are probably better equipped to answer a lot of the questions, but we're trying our best. Just John, we are also in British Columbia, Canada.
And it's not snowing.
I don't know about, I wouldn't say that. We're not living in a constant battle with the boat. But the windows leak a little bit. It is a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5. It's a bit of an older boat. It's not like brand new. There's going to be problems that arise. So there is, but it's like a house. The only difference is a house doesn't sink if you neglect maintenance, but it can collapse. There are still natural disasters, fires, lots of things that can take out your house, just like it can take out our boat. So it's just different problems, maybe. I may know some answers. There we go. City Street, you probably know more than we do at this point. Never been to Wisconsin, actually. So no, I've only ever, so far I've only been in Canada. We bought this boat 4 months ago, so we're very new to this kind of thing. And yeah, Just John, we do watch quite a few other sailing channels. Nope, never got any bad dreams about sailing, actually. I've only ever had good dreams sailing on the boat. Have you had any bad dreams on the boat?
Not on the
or
boat.
About the boat, specifically?
Not yet.
No. So far it's been only good. The ocean gently rocking to sleep, and with like the nice rain on top is really nice. Mike also, sorry I missed a bunch of gifts. Mike, thank you very much for the heart me. The 5 roses and then the 2 more roses. Appreciate it. The toilet water goes into a holding tank, which gets pumped out into a pump out station. You can also pump it overboard, but you have to follow rules for that. There's a bunch of rules. Depending on the country and where you are, there's lots of different rules. And yeah, Brianna, we haven't had any bad dreams about that kind of stuff yet. What would you do if we were sinking? Well, currently we're like, I just showed you guys the outside. We're at the dock. If it was sinking right now, we'd step out onto the dock and watch it go under about 10 feet, and we'd be fine. I just want a good escape raft. I know, escape rafts are nice. Do we have boat friends? So there's a guy, actually I don't know if he's in here right now. Sailboat, are you still here? There's quite a few different sailing people we have met while doing these lives, which is pretty cool. One of them's name is Sailboat. He's on here all the time. Breaking Wind Sailing is pretty cool. We have Spam, who's also in Vancouver area. So there's a couple Canadians we know. Then there's a bunch of people all over the world that we watch and we hang out with that also sail. There's probably a couple of them in here maybe right now. I'm not sure. Let me see. Zen Sailing is another one that we always talk to. They're pretty cool on here. I don't think they're in here right now, but Papa Todd, did I see you? Papa Todd's in here. Hello, Papa Todd.
Papa Todd.
Not sailing currently, but he's just south of us. He's not far. Sailor Diggs. Holly is just making pizza and a Asian chicken fusion thing. Something we've made quite often recently. We're all boat friends now. Exactly, Jake. I appreciate that. Joshua, thank you for the follow. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Nothing. Somebody was saying something about their boat burning out or something. I've always wanted to do the van life, but the financial side, I don't know how to pull it off. The garage guy, that was always like a problem for us as well. Things just... What?
Who's doing all the tapping?
I know. I was probably... where is he? He's been chatting a lot too. I can't remember now. Oh, wait, no, that's not him. Jake's been tapping like crazy. Jake Smith. And probably a lot of other people, but I do appreciate it, guys. We do enjoy our homeless life. Yes.
Actually, this is our home.
Yeah, this is our home. We enjoy our houseless life. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. So we don't live in a house anymore. We have lived in houses. We used to go camping all the time, and we enjoyed that more. We enjoy getting out in the nature, going and like dirt biking in the middle of nowhere, going camping, doing that kind of stuff, fires, cooking burgers, doing whatever in the middle of nowhere, rather than like living in a house. The house is a place to sleep, and that's about it. So having a house like this that can move around on the water, and we can go do basically what we like to do anyway. Mojo, thank you for the follow. George, thank you for the follow. Holly, hello, how's it going? I know I already said hello to you, but I just saw your name again, so I had to say it again. Can I check who sent the most likes? I wonder. I'll see if I can see. Actually, I think I probably can. I'm not sure if there's a way for me to check this right now, actually. 1 second, everybody. I'm unsure, Holly. I might not be able to check that.
So it was Holly.
It could be Holly. We'll just say it's Holly. Oh, maybe it's right there. Hold on, I might have found it. Oh, wow. Holly, you're actually in the lead right now.
Yeah.
You have 9,382 likes. Jake Smith, you're at 7,500. Dennis, 672. Faith, 263.
Aww.
Randy, 258. Buster Vance, 249. And Papa Todd, 240. If you guys want to know, that's the actual current stats of this current live. It doesn't always count perfect either, so sometimes people get gypped out of some of their likes. It happens sometimes. Oh, sorry, the garage dog. I know, I keep getting distracted by a bunch of other people commenting. So financially, Holly and I, we both worked at the City of Calgary for 12 years. We saved up and then we sold all of our stuff to be able to buy this boat. This boat is $36,000. Honestly, not that expensive. Vans can honestly cost more than this boat often, so there is that. You can buy cheaper vans, of course. And the thing that kind of pushed us over the edge was just the place we worked for 12 years eventually laid me off. They tried to rehire me as a seasonal, so basically they tried to break my seniority just to put me down to a lower level, and I said no. I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. Holly worked at the same place. She eventually quit after 8 more months of working there because the management was that bad. And at that point, we're like, let's just go for something new. Let's try something brand new. We risked a lot doing this. We're not like financially stable enough where we're going to be able to do this forever, which is why we're trying to make videos and see if we can get anywhere with that. So we do appreciate you guys. If you guys are liking the stuff, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, double tap, do all that kind of stuff, and we do appreciate it.
And thank you for all the taps.
I can come on your first voyage. I can cook. The only problem, just John, is our boat is super, super tiny. That's the downside. I don't even know if you could fit more people on here. Holly and I bump into each other all the time. People always ask if they could come on board our boat, and it's not like we're against having other people around. It's just I don't think we would be able to live with more people on the boat. It's too small.
If we had like a 44-foot lagoon, that would be so much fun.
Yeah, we're gonna need a whole lot more money for that.
Oh yeah. That would
when I get
fun.
tapping like it's nuts. Yeah, Sailor Digs, go for the taps. I used to like drumming as well, although I would not pretend I'm good at it. And Sailor Digs we do, yes. We're actually live there as well right now. Same name, Nomadic Whims everywhere. Lillian, we've only been doing this for about 4 months now, so we're very new to it. This channel's only about 4 months old, so I say we're doing pretty decent for having a 4-month-old channel. You know, we haven't like blown up to like the crazy levels that some people do, but for having a 4-month-old channel where we've also been working on the boat a lot and trying to do that kind of stuff, we can't like dedicate all of our time to constantly doing lives and making videos. I think we're doing pretty good. And yes, Grilly, we do live here. We live on this 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5. We moved away from Calgary, Alberta, where we last... Actually, it was technically Airdrie, Alberta, but we lived in the Calgary area for the last 15. We sold all of our stuff. We threw what little we had left into a U-Haul. We moved out to Vancouver Island, basically, and hopped on a boat. With some little stops in between. We ended up staying at my sister's for 4 months. Well, the first boat we tried to buy fell through, and we had to buy this one later on.
You call that a little stop?
A little stop. So selling the cars was obviously a big thing. Like Holly had a truck, I had a car, I had a couple motorcycles, and I had a trailer as well.
To finally let go of the country life too for myself.
Yeah, we both did lots of stuff over our lives, so it was kind of hard to get rid of and decide what we needed. Penny, we had 0 sailing experience for doing this. We watched videos on how to do it, but we're not people that have ever actually sailed before.
Sailboat's gonna come teach us.
Yeah, we'll get sailboat over here. The garage guy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, guys. If you sail to exotic locations and go pro uninhabited island exploration, you will make it big time. We do plan to do that. So right now we're going to be in Canada for a little while. There's not a lot of uninhabited island, although there is some like random islands up here that nobody lives on. I think it'd be really cool to get like a metal detector eventually and do like, I don't know what you call it, treasure hunting. I don't know if you guys have watched, what's his name? The Good Pirate. He does cool videos with metal detector. So eventually if we could save up a little bit of money, buy a metal detector, we need to get like a tender for our boat. There's a few things we need before we can go very far, but I think a few little things like that would be kind of cool for people to watch videos on. We'll see though.
Plus we're gonna get a scuba buddy.
Yes, a scuba buddy would be cool. Yeah, I know. Less sugar, there's a ton of islands. So yeah, there's totally places we can go visit. And we will definitely be doing that in the summertime once it gets nicer out.
There we go.
Nia, thank you for the follow as well. Where are you asking to? Is that not scary with zero experience? It's not that scary. There's a lot of places you can learn online. There has been a few people that have popped into our lives and said, what you're doing is crazy. You can't just like learn how to sail by watching online stuff. I disagree with that. I'm a very I have to see. I don't do really well in like a classroom because I don't like being around like a ton of people and I get really awkward and I just don't like that stuff. I learn better by watching and then just doing it myself. We plan to sail around here though for a long time before we go out anywhere super crazy. So we'll be doing like, right now we're at the marina, we're at a dock. We plan to do a couple of day sails when the weather's nice. We have a lot of like apps to do navigation, which we have learned even while not sailing. We have a lot of apps for weather, checking on the weather and stuff. So there's lots of things we can do and learn before we actually get sailing. And then we have taken the boat out a few times. But we're doing small sails at first. It'll be like a day sail here, an overnighter here, which we have already started to do. So it'll just get better and better as we do it. So it's kind of scary, but also exciting. I think something we really want to do and try to do. Clouds, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, totally. There's totally a lot of tips and tricks you can learn from other people. But we also have met a lot of people on even just doing these lives that also have already sailed that we have learned from just like by watching what they have done. And also by going out and doing it. So we've learned a bunch of stuff, and when we made a mistake, we looked up what we did wrong and how to fix it. So there is always that. I thought you were Chris Jericho at first. I don't think I'm as wealthy or quite as big as that guy is, but appreciate it.
If we don't try, we're never gonna do it, so.
It is not AI, no. It is not. But thank you? I don't know.
Oh, it's your dad that showed up, maybe.
Yes, Dad did just show up. Welcome, Dad. How's it going? Plan for bad weather is to find a spot to hide for a little bit. So our basic plan right now is the worst for where we are in the world, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. We do not have good weather at this time of year. May is when the sailing season starts. So basically what we're doing right now is avoiding sailing too much until it's time to actually get out and sail in the summertime more. Oh, wow. I'm a pirate. We do have a lot of apps to be able to predict weather. Of course, there's always that chance that you will not be able to predict everything. But you just kind of find those spots. There's lots of little coves and places to hide your boat during storms and get out of the wind and waves. Also, worst case scenario, you come to a marina, you dock up, and you're good to go. When are you redoing? So, Kara, we recently redid that. Technically, we didn't redo it. Before we bought the boat, the previous owner repainted it and redid all of the zincs and stuff on the boat.
But we will be doing it shortly.
Yeah, we'll have to probably redo it. We'll have to clean the bottom of the boat soon. I think we can get away without painting it this year because it was just repainted last year. But yeah, we'll be eventually do that. We do not have children, no, and we don't plan to have any. Maddie, thank you for the follow. No Name, thank you for the follow. Apologies if I missed anybody, guys. A lot of people are popping in here. Kel, thank you for the follow.
The cheese tax.
I've seen on Google Maps, and you would burn no fuel. I know it's gonna be awesome once we get going. Less sugar. There's not much of sailing. Just don't run aground. That's the big one. So that's what I've always said too. Like sailing, all the really basic stuff with sailing is super easy. Anybody can learn the really basic stuff. It's all like the hard weather stuff, the crazy waves, the unpredictable part of sailing that can get kind of hard. And the best thing you can do for that is just do it. So the more times you go and do stuff, so practice obviously doing the scarier parts in good weather so that when the bad weather happens, you're ready for it. So, well, that's why we're not out sailing right now, and we will be doing it in stages and making sure we're safe about it. Don't get in big waves. Yeah, that's a big one. Never whistle at night. Unfortunately, I'm really bad at that one.
Yeah.
And when you encounter ghost ships, get a photo. Good call.
That's good advice. Who said that?
Less sugar.
Aww.
Please look up the tornado. What am I looking up? I don't even know what that is. I've seen a tornado before. I lived in Saskatchewan. Yeah, exactly. No name, that's what we'll be doing. I just meant like, you can head for the dock if you're, like, you know, if you see a big storm coming in a couple of days, you can head for the dock and be tied up there. The current marina we're in right now is a very good point. It's a very well protected. There's an island across from it as well, so we're like on the main island, and then there's another island around it. So if we knew a storm was coming that was going to be big enough and unsafe enough, we could easily dock up where we are right now and be very safe. Kodak, thank you for the follow. I'm assuming, no name, you also sail then, because you've said quite a few things about sailing. Taxes are pretty much the same as living on not a boat. We just have an address that we get stuff sent to. So currently my sister's address is where Holly and I get stuff sent to. And keep a can of pirate repellent. Wink, wink.
Oh, that's supposed to be there.
Less sugar, I thought that changed recently in Canada. I'm not 100% sure on that. I should look that up. I think it recently changed where they do require more stuff now. Our boat, Fancy, was $36,000 Canadian. Sapphire, thank you for the follow.
Where are you going?
Sail down south to Charleston, South Carolina. I'll buy you all a beer. We're on the wrong coast, unfortunately. It would take us a while to get there. We're on the Pacific coast. One day we could head that way, and that would be really cool to meet up with people eventually. Unfortunately, that would be a couple months away at least, if not more. Our boat, I already said this, but our boat was 36,000 Canadian, 27,000 US dollars. And Kodak, right now we're parked at a marina, so we're parked up here where we are, and it's very comfortable. Skipping ahead a bit. It depends. Virus depends how big your septic tank is. Ours is not huge, so it depends. You can also pump your septic overboard as long as you follow certain rules in your local area. Show me the water. I could show you guys the water right now again. I did show it recently. We are at the dock, so...
Remember to follow and to tap the screen.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. Papa Todd, thank you very much for that pirate hat. The pirate's treasure. Appreciate it. Also, Dad, thank you very much for the heart meat. Thank you guys so much for all that. Can we see the bird? We don't got no birds in here, unfortunately. We used to have a girl bird named Kahuna. We just called her Girl all the time. She was awesome, but she passed away before we got to the boat.
She would have loved it.
I'll have to look into that less sugar. I thought recently they changed a bunch of rules, but I haven't looked in a bit. Maybe I'll have to double check on that, because that would be cool to have, honestly, just for fun even. That is true. That is true.
Oh, yeah.
So normally, guys, during the day, we usually have a camera outside as well, so you guys can see where we are. That we can see that we're not trying to hide anything. We're currently at a dock. We're not out in the middle of the ocean. Today it was pouring rain, so I didn't want to put the camera out there. But if a couple people want to see outside, I will hold the camera outside for you guys to see again. Do you take your car sailing? We do not have a car. So I sold my car, Holly sold her truck. We do have 2 small enduro motorcycles we can use if we need to. And we have taken them sailing.
They loved it.
They did love it. Lillian, we've tried to find that kind of stuff. It's harder to find than you would think, especially in Canada here. We do have Starlink, yes. We are not on Lake Michigan. No, we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. We're in the Pacific Ocean on the west coast of Canada, between between like BC mainland and Vancouver Island. Oh, cat! You guys want to see the kitty? The kitty's right here. Right here. There's the kitty.
The queen.
I know, Papa Todd. I can't believe you guys have the same weather we do. Enjoying it off to find my own boat. Good luck, Sailor Diggs. Thanks for popping in again. I will show you guys the outside. We've been asked again, so I will get up and I'll show you guys the outside really quick. Let me switch to the other camera again.
But you know what you have to do.
Yeah, while I'm doing this, don't forget to double tap the screen, like, follow, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. And I will hang this camera outside for you all. Can you see anything, Holly?
crooked, but it's okay.
Well, I
There
can
you
try to
go.
angle it. You guys gotta tell me which way to go.
There's the boat and the water.
You guys can see kind of the water a little bit.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Yeah. So.
And that's the closet.
Nice outside.
Anyway.
The weather's not the best of weathers, but it's okay.
Whoops. Just bang that thing down right off. Oh, all my stuff fell too, didn't it? Oh no, it's right here.
Brian just stood up and rocked the boat.
Yeah, now our boat's rocking because I just stood up like that, but you know.
Looks like we're drifting away.
Yeah, normally we have the camera outside, but it's raining. I didn't want to get the camera damaged. It is a waterproof camera, technically. They're Insta360s. Unfortunately, right now we have the cord in them so it can run to the computer for a webcam. And it would, the water could go up the cord and into the camera. I didn't want that to happen, so we don't have it outside permanently right now. Entrepreneur, it's where we are, it's definitely cheaper to live on a boat. It really depends on the marina, where you are in the world, but our boat was $36,000. The marina is $575 a month. A house around here, even a condo around here is $300, so we're already $10,000 cheaper. And then of course condo fees would almost probably add up to the $575 a month we pay for the marina. So where we are, it's definitely cheaper. Finding a place to park your boat can be a little bit tricky. If we wanted to and we had proper solar that worked a little bit better than our current stuff, we could park out in the bay too and have basically no costs because we already own the boat. Get one before, I know, less sugar, we should probably get on that as well.
I know exactly what they said.
Yeah. Yeah, so many neighbors. Yeah, we're in the marina. There's a lot of really cool people that work around here. Sorry, somebody asked what our draft was, or did they ask something else? Sorry, I missed that.
4x6.
It is raining right now. It's not raining super hard, but it is raining. Sorry, Holly, what did you say?
4x6.
Yes, that's our draft. 4.6 feet is our draft on our boat. And if you want to know the beam of our boat, or the width, it is 11.7. It's a wing-tipped keel, so it's not a... It's not like a super big draft
Like this?
keel, but it is wing-tipped, which kind of helps with some other aspects. I don't know. Boat sailing dynamics is pretty crazy stuff if you look into it.
Ow, Kitty. Did you just rub your teeth on me?
And less sugar, we do have something kind of like that. Not quite a sword, but we do have other things similar to that. Bilge! Wait, did Bill... Oh, Copycat, welcome. How's it going? How are you doing today? Has the job slowed down a little bit? Are you still busy as can be? Skylit Drive, bless you. Appreciate it. I think that's a compliment. I don't know who they are. I'll have to look them up. A band for a vocalist. Sorry, a vocalist for a band. Skylit Drive. I'll have to look them up. Copycat, thank you so much for the future encounter. You pop in and immediately bless us with your gifts. Oh my goodness. And with the party laser. Thank you so much. I need to pull up the TikTok studio so I can see all this stuff.
Aww. Thank you so much, Copycat.
Yeah, exactly. That would... Less sugar, I agree with that. That's definitely all you need, honestly, half the time. Copycat, thank you so much for the wild mic and also for the pumpkin carriage. Really appreciate you, as always. And what is that? The love call. And oh, I already said the pumpkin carriage. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Copycat. You're always helping us out so much. Daragon, welcome. How's it going? Sorry, I missed a bunch of comments, guys. Connie, Carls, thank you guys for the follow. Jaren, thank you for the follow. The cat living boat life. Cat loves the boat, honestly. It's her favorite place. She got used to the boat really quickly, probably because it's a smaller area as well. I saw a guy test one with forks, spoons, butter. Yeah, that would be scary, honestly, if you had that aimed in your direction. Chocolate Siamese, no, she's so I don't know exactly what she is. I got Cece 8 years ago from a family that apparently the father of the family was allergic. I'm not sure 100% if that was true or not, but they didn't want the cat anymore. So I took Cece. Her name is Cece, spelled with 2 C's. I think she's a Manx, but her tail's a bit too long for a Manx, so she's definitely a mix of some kind, but she's a very beautiful kitty.
She's actually a cheese cat.
She is the cheese cat. She wants her cheese tax. Copycat, oh boy, here we go.
Oh no.
Copycat, oh, and then Spooky. Spooky VRC, thank you very much for the 3 BFF necklaces. Copycat, thank you for the 200 glow sticks. I guess we're having a glow stick party. Thank you very much, She looks like your chocolate Siamese. I'm gonna have to look up what a chocolate Siamese looks like, so I have no idea. I'm assuming if she looks like Cece.
Cece, are you a chocolate Siamese?
Aw.
Can I see?
I don't know if this is what they
Aw.
look like actually though, because you said
I think that would
Cece
be
kind of
right.
looks like
Captain
her.
CC.
Aw.
Captain Cece on deck, everybody.
Don't forget your tea, Brian.
South Carolina. Oh, lots of people from South Carolina today. Welcome, everybody. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, on the opposite side of the continent from you, but appreciate you. Less sugar. You got all kinds of information. I appreciate it.
I'm missing it all.
I'm gonna have to screenshot this whole conversation right now.
I need my glasses too.
Don't worry, I'll screenshot it for you to read later. Light reading material for ocean travel. Perfect. You guys should also cook for us. We will love it. I mean, Holly's cooking right now. I have talked to her about like doing the camera in the kitchen. I'm not sure if she's fully on board yet. We'll have to see about that in the
I
future.
think it's not me, it's TikTok that sees an oil bottle and thinks it's
That's
something
true.
else.
So we obviously use like oil for cooking, and TikTok often thinks the bottle of oil is something else that TikTok doesn't like to show. So unfortunately, we get in trouble for even trying to do that. Maybe one day if we ever have like a ridiculous number of followers on here, they don't care as much. Apparently, if you have like 1 million followers, they don't care what you do on here. So,
You're such a troublemaker. You know
Mr. Corky, thank you for the follow. Tom O'Connell, we've been on the boat for 4 months. We're pretty new to this. We don't have any current trans-Pacific travels, but we will eventually do that. So right now our travel plans are sail around BC, make sure we are good, make sure our boat is good, make sure we know what we're doing. And then we do plan to sail down the coast to Mexico. Again, we'll see how that comes. It'll be mid to end of summertime, so we'll be sailing around here first and lots of time to decide if we want to go down that way or not. But that's our current plan, and then probably cross the Pacific to, Australia, some of the Pacific Islands, Asia. Lots of different places would be cool to visit over there. How do we have Wi-Fi? Well, currently we're at the marina, so I'm pretty sure this marina actually has Wi-Fi if you want to use it. But we have Starlink internet just in case. My neighbor just bullied me. Words of encouragement. Don't worry about bullies. Bullies are terrible people. They don't know what they're doing anyway. That's my words of encouragement.
Thank you everybody who is still lacking, or hold on, let me start again. Thank you everybody who is still tapping the screen. It was hard to do with listening to music. I guess I'll just shut up.
No, you're good back there. Don't do your thing. Have you guys ever been to Cape Breton Island? I have never been. The furthest I've ever been east of Eastern Canada was Moncton, New Brunswick. That's as far as I've ever been. We have Starlink internet, Stacy, not Verizon Home wireless. Although I do have, we used to use my my phone, like Roger's phone, just like whatever you call that. What do you call that?
I don't know.
Like hotspot my phone or whatever. That's what we used to do. But yeah, we have Starlink internet. Yeah, definitely not this month, Tom O'Connell, but we will eventually go. Right now it's raining. It's still storm sailing season. We're definitely going to wait till, like, August. I think that's usually the best time of month to head south.
Isn't that the name of Brandon Fraser on The Mummy?
What, Tom O'Connell?
Yeah.
I don't know, is it?
It's Mr. O'Donnell.
O'Donnell?
I don't know now.
A 43 Hunter. Stacy, that's cool. Ours is yours is bigger than ours. Ours is a Hunter Legend 35.5. I almost forgot what it was for a second.
Now I gotta search.
A 43 would be a really good size boat, I think. So Holly and I, we bought a boat we could afford, not necessarily the boat of our dreams. It's a very good boat. There's nothing wrong with it. But obviously there's boats that are bigger and nicer we'd love to get one day. A 43 would probably be like the perfect size in my opinion. 43 to 45.
Oh, it's Rick O'Connell.
Rick O'Connell. Newfoundland, it's full of thousands. Oh, yeah. It'll be a while before we head that way. Less sugar. We're in a, you know. And no, we don't have any bad neighbor problems. All our neighbors are awesome around us. They've actually offered to, like, lend us their tools. So a lot of people around here, I'm sure lots of places that have marinas, they, like, build their own PVC pipe hull scraper, basically. So you can kind of do basic maintenance on your hull without having to dive or go underneath it.
Right.
And our neighbors around here have offered to let us use theirs. So that was kind of cool of them. Right now, digital, we are on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Abdifata. I'm not sure if I pronounced her name right. Probably did not at all. I do apologize. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. I feel like, culturally, people all around the world are very different, but I feel like people are people at the end of the day. It is a very awesome life. We're enjoying it so far. There's quite a few places around here that have a lot of shipwrecks as well.
61,000 likes.
Oh wow, we got quite a few likes today. Thank you guys so much for all the double tapping and stuff like that. We do appreciate it. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. That really helps us out.
That is definitely our goal right now.
I have a 46, and it's about the biggest I'd ever go single-handed. Yeah, that's the problem too. You don't want to get too big because you want to be able to single-handle it. Obviously, it's just Holly and myself, and if we're ever doing like a long-distance trip, we want to be able to have one person sleeping while the other person's sailing. So we do want the boat to be solo sailable, and I agree. I don't think I'd want to go much more. Like you said, 46. I always thought like 45 was like our max, so I agree with that. I think some of the newer boats maybe are better if they're bigger. They've just got better systems now. But yeah, I feel like you don't want to have too big a boat no matter what, in my opinion anyway. That's what we did. A lot of sailors complain there's no teak. Yes, that's the entire point, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Mr. O'Donnell is on Coyote Ugly. Interesting.
Oh, that was a good movie.
I haven't seen that, I don't think.
It's been a while since I've seen it, though, like, recently.
Holly and yourself? What about Captain Cece? Captain Cece is always good. She is the main priority. She's got, like...
She's on her side right now because she just had catnip.
She's got more food rations on this boat than anything else. So if something happens, she's going to eat far past what we can.
Katie? You're a good girl.
Jimmy Patterson's boat is huge like a ferry. I've seen a few of the people that have like really, really, really big boats. But they usually have crew to sail them or like drive them as well. An old ferry, call it the Canadian Goose and sail to Bora Bora. That would be awesome. Less sugar, that would be the Canadian Goose and sail to Bora Bora on your ferry would be a very interesting trip. Shut the door to the heads. We just got the one head and it's right there. You want it shut? Why do you want it shut?
Is it bugging you?
Is it too bright?
Is that better?
Tom O'Connell, I use the Navionics from the Garmin Navionics app. It's called Boating. But yeah, it has lots of different information. It's a monthly subscription. It has lots of information. I also use the Windy app as for like our... And what's the other one we use?
Aquamaps.
So we use quite a few different types of things for that. But yeah.
And then Weather Network. Are you talking about weather?
I was talking about all the different apps we use.
Navigation,
but yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we use lots for different things. Hello, Math May, what's going on?
This is the window we gotta fix first.
That one?
Yeah.
That one's the hardest one because that one, some of the bolts are like seized in place. I've been trying to break them loose. I might be able to use heat to break them loose. We'll have to see. These two are going to be easy to fix because they're all, that's why I think we're going to do those ones first because they're easier. Josh Cartel, Allison, thank you guys so much for the follows. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Never expected to need before moving onto a boat. I mean, as odd as it sounds, I think like knots. Obviously, when you move onto a boat, you know you're going to have to learn some knots. But I'm very good at learning while doing it. I'm not good at like just like watching somebody do it. So it takes a while. I have to like see it and then do it myself. So that's something we didn't learn until we were pretty much on the boat. And then we had extra rope around laying around. So we've been messing around with knots. That's a good skill to have. Navionics, sorry?
Just the parts of the boat though too, seen in person.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess the other thing is just obviously, I don't know if you ever Google like parts of a sailboat, even like the sides, like, you know, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. Starboard and all that kind of stuff. All the different terms that boaters use. I can't even think off the top of my head right now. But all the different terms that a sailboat has, it's like, you can kind of learn them by like watching, but until you're on the boat actually doing stuff like halyards and lines and sheets, and just like what a jib is, you know, the mainsail, all the different types of sails. There's so many things you don't really know until, well, personally me anyway. I don't know about Holly. I think you're somewhat similar with like learning. It's just like hands-on and actually seeing it and how it works.
I think that's why doing the lives is so good. So we learned that our boat is like a fractional sloop or a tartan sloop. Just a few things that people have brought up and we're like, we don't know. So we'd just go research it. Seeing
you drink in the toilet isn't great. Were you drinking in the bathroom?
I don't think I was drinking in the toilet.
Nobody was drinking in the toilet. The light was on. That we don't even use that toilet currently. That toilet is all closed up. currently because we're at the marina, so we don't even have to use it. But I guess if you guys don't like the toilet, you don't like the toilet.
I mean, I'm drinking tea here behind Brian, but I don't think I ever brought it over there.
They want the door closed, I guess.
That's just fine.
We're going to leave it open for now. We just like to keep everything aired out. So the more that we have open, the better things air out, and then we don't have mold growing.
You can
so it's
turn
better
the camera if you want.
Yeah, I can do that. Here, I'll do this instead. There, is that better?
There.
Gross.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, wait.
it's a boat. It's a boat. It has. You need a lot of airflow in a boat, and if you close stuff up, then you're gonna get into problems. So we have to have it open.
We can't do anything.
I know. I know.
I think I was sitting on the stairs here. That's what it was, beside the toilet.
Maybe. How do you do laundry? Right now we're at the marina, so we just walk up top and use the marina's bathroom. If we need to, though, sorry, the marina's wash and dryer. We can use. We have used this bucket in the sink to wash our own clothes by hand, and then we just hang dry it.
You're a good girl.
I dress like a captain, but hire a crew and spend the day gorging myself in the cafeteria. That would be awesome. I keep saying we need to buy like a full-on pirate outfit. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Get out of there.
The algorithm likes toilet, though. The algorithm loves the toilet, guys. Everybody knows.
God.
Sadly true. Sorry, guys. I probably missed a ton of comments. How do you empty the toilet? Like, where does it go? So that toilet... if you guys don't know how a marine toilet works, at least the one on this boat, it has a hose that goes to the bottom of the boat, and you flip a switch and you pull a pump, and it pulls water from the bottom of the ocean, or from the ocean, into the bowl of the toilet. You use the toilet, you flip the switch over to empty, and then you pump it again, and it pumps that water from the toilet bowl into a holding tank. Then when you go to a pump out station, you can get the water pumped out from the holding tank into the pump out station, and then they deal with that. That's how that works. You can also pump it overboard. You have to follow specific rules for that. It depends on the country, depends where you are, but usually it's like 3 nautical miles, or I think it's 2 nautical miles or something. I can't remember. I think it's 3 kilometers, so like 2 nautical miles, something like that. And then in BC, you technically need to have a onboard treatment of some kind. So you have to have like a certain level of treatment before you're allowed to pump it overboard. But it depends on the world and where you are.
Is it raining lots? Ooh.
You can open that. I don't mind. I'd like to cool down anyway. Ozzy, thank you very much for the follow. Kay, our insurance is $1,200 a year, and it's a little bit high, honestly. So Holly and I are very new to this. This is our first like big boat we've ever bought, and it is not something that I guess insurance companies don't like to insure people, especially when they're brand new to it. So the more experience you have, the cheaper it'll be. So after we sail around a little bit, eventually it'll be cheaper. But yeah, $1,200 Canadian is what we pay currently per year. I am the only person who cares about that couch blanket. Which couch blanket are you talking about? This one?
Please follow.
Who said that?
I don't know. SCG. What are you talking about? I feel like I missed something, SCG. What was your previous comment on that? And why do you... Oh, I want to know about that blanket on your couch. Does it have green stripes on the other side? We're talking about this one? This one I do not think has green stripes on the other side. Are we talking about a different blanket? Apologies if we never see your comment again. There's a lot of people coming. I'm going to try to catch that, though. SCG. I'm going to see if I can see your next one. If in 3 miles offshore I stick, there is that option as well.
I know you don't want to, but good job.
And make big money living at sea in a
Stay
cheap
there.
boat. You could eventually get a boat like the Blue Sky. After stream, check it out, Blue Sky. I will have to look that up as well. That sounds interesting. We are Canadian, yes. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.
Oh.
But it has returned to work. Interesting. I will look that up, Less Sugar. I will. Andy, no. Not in Canada. I don't know. In certain parts of the world, you probably could do that, Andy, but it really depends where you are. Here, you are allowed to, as long as you're anchored or not planning on going anywhere. The captain just can't, but everyone else is allowed to as long as there's one person that is good.
But we can't afford that anyways.
Do you go on OME TV? I don't think so. I've seen you. I am never on, I've never been on TV, so I don't think it was me. Do you guys live in Canada? Yeah, we're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. So we're on Vancouver Island, in Canada, Pacific Coast. We do plan to eventually sail around, though. Was it expensive, Less Sugar? They can transport containers. Oh, that's true. If you can get into that kind of stuff. We have quite a bit of chocolate in storage. I love chocolate. That's like one of my weaknesses. So I get chocolate all the time.
And it's hydroscopic or something.
We don't get a lot of boredom though. There's lots to do on the boat. We don't need a ticket here for anything unless you are sailing your boat for money. So if you're doing it for what do you call it? Commercial use. If you're using your boat for commercial use, you need to get commercial insurance, and then you have to have like a skipper's license or something like that. Our boat is a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5.
You're a good kitty.
I wish I was a famous soccer player. I'd be making a lot more money, I feel like. Although, you'd have to call me a football player because I don't think the soccer players in North America get paid very much compared to football players in EU and the rest of the world. Government auctioned. Oh, that's crazy. And yes, the pirate, we do want to, I think eventually getting like a little pirate outfit would be awesome, actually. I keep talking about getting like a full, like, the long coat and like the tricorn. I'd totally do that. Deb, Cian, thank you guys for the follow and the share. Oh, really? So in the EU, no matter what, if you have a boat, you have to have a special ticket. Yeah, here we definitely don't need to. The only thing we need is a pleasure craft license, which is like something you can do online. Holly always likes putting around. She's always constantly doing stuff.
So what?
She doesn't like to sit still.
That's not true. If there's sun out, I'll sit still all day long.
Well, that's true. She likes to do different things, though. Normally, she's sitting beside me. Today, she decided to take the day off and do her own thing for a little bit. So that's why she's enjoying herself back there, running around.
It's true.
But yeah, old boats are fascinating. I agree. Over 4 meters need a ticket. Wow, I did not know. I think around here, anything under... I'm sorry, anything over, like... I don't even know what the rule is anymore. Basically, they didn't want kids riding around on jet skis, so pretty much they made it so everybody has to get a pleasure craft license, which is a basic course you can take for like $100 Canadian or $30 if you get it on sale. It's like multiple choice questions. It takes about 5 hours to do. It's nothing that hard to do, though. Eddie, I have no idea. I have seen that guy on here. He probably is a better sailor because he's done it longer. We've only done it for 4 months. So we're very new to this. I don't know what he's up to anymore, though, because I haven't followed him at all. The money. I guess that's true, less sugar. As long as you have the ability to make sure you keep the boat ship shape or whatever you want to call that. Edinburgh, Scotland. Hello, how's it going, Sean? We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada.
Let me just
Canada to around Australia, and then was robbed in Indonesia. So risky. Yeah, it depends where you go. You got to make sure you're careful depending where you're going in the world. I feel like, did that person ever get back to me about if this is the couch blanket they were talking about? I don't think they did. Are you still here? SCG. I'm wondering which blanket you're talking about. Is it the one behind me right here? Like on the back of the couch? Hello from Surrey, Canada. Hello. I think my uncle works near there. My sister's in Abbotsford, so I've been around that area quite often. When are we headed to Mexico? So I think our ideal date would be end of August. Mid to end of August. Maybe a little bit later even. We'll have to see. That's usually when the best time is to sail south. Can I drive the boat? Come on over. We'll put you to work. The kitty's right beside me. So somebody was getting upset about the having the toilet in the background. But you either get the toilet in the background or you get the kitty cat. So here's the kitty. We don't have the kitty cam right now because the kitty cam is... Hold on. The kitty cam is currently this camera. So that's in front of the boat and you can kind of look back from the front. That's the camera I've been using to hang out the window when people ask about it. But anyway, right now we usually, at this time of day, we usually have the camera outside the boat, but it's raining, so we didn't want to damage the camera. I'm swimming your way. Excellent. I was joking.
That'd be cold.
Eddie, I have seen him. I don't know if he sails at all or what he does with that boat, but I have seen him. I thought he was, when he first popped up on TikTok, he seemed like a pretty cool guy, but then later on he got kind of interesting and we stopped watching. Oh, kitty cam, that's bacon batfish for you right there. I didn't even read the name. Welcome, Josh. How's it going? We do have the kitty guys right here. Her name is Cece, spelled with 2 C's. Longest trip we've done is like an overnighter. We haven't done anything super crazy yet. John, right now we're not anchored. We're actually at the marina, so we're docked at we're tied up at the dock. We're not anywhere super dangerous right now. We are waiting out the winter. It is almost over. May is technically when sailing season starts around here. We hope to get out there a little bit
I'm
sooner.
here for the cat.
It has been a very good, very mild winter, even more mild than normally around here. So hopefully, right now it's pouring rain, but normally, yeah, in the next couple weeks or a month or two, hopefully we'll be able to get out a lot more. Never sailed to Australia, but that is a dream of ours one day. I'm here for the cat. Everybody's here for the kitty.
Aw, Cece. You're so lucky.
The boats are heavy 70s steel. They need occasional paint job and engine rebuild parts usually on board. That is true. That's the good thing about like older boats. A lot of the parts are really simple too. We're not in the U.S. We're in Canada, so we're north of Seattle, Washington. So we're just a little bit north of the American border there, Canadian-American border. Following your journey, good luck. Looking forward to seeing you guys across the seas. Thank you very much, Kane. Appreciate it. We're also looking forward to that. So the summertime's going to be awesome. We really want, I think it'd be really cool. We need to get a tender for a boat. That's just like a need more than anything. I'm going to move this story a little bit more.
Can you pass me the flower?
We also would like to get stuff like a metal detector. I think it'd be cool to...
The bag.
The bag.
Yep, thank you.
To do like a little bit of, I don't know if you want to call it treasure hunting, but that kind of stuff would be
CC is
fun.
for crave cheese.
What
She
was
does.
that?
CC is for crave cheese.
Aww. Cece. It's true.
No, Dixie, it hasn't got awkward yet. You kind of get used to living with people. That's how it works. But we also are at a marina right now, so we can go use the bathroom up top, and it's a little bit nicer that way. Colton, once we do our bigger trips, we'll have to stock up on food. So right now we're at the marina. We are here most of the time. We'll do like day trips and a couple overnighters, so we don't really have to stock up on food except for like whatever you need. But this is basically our house, so just kind of like what you do for your house. You probably go buy groceries for like a week. We do that kind of as well. So if we go out over like night, it's fine. We don't really have to stock up on anything. But once we're out in the summertime, when we're moving around a lot more, then we'll have to stock up a lot more. Have you considered? Not yet, sailboats. Not sailboats. I feel like you should change your name to definitely sailboats.
I love sailboats.
We are all human, yes. That is just part of dealing with it. The toilet is functional. You guys can see the toilet back there. If you don't know how a marina toilet works, or a marine toilet, they're all a little bit different. There's different ones that work differently. The one on this boat, there's a switch. There's like the water intake and then water like drain. So basically you switch it to the fill mode, and then you pump a little pump on the handle, and it will pull water from the ocean into the toilet bowl. Then you switch it to empty, and when you pump it again, it'll pump the water out of the toilet bowl into the holding tank. So we have like a black water holding tank, and then we drive over to a pump out station, and we just get the toilet like black water pumped out into the pump out station. And I assume, I don't know where they send it to, probably just like a treatment plant like anywhere else. You can also pump out your black water tank overboard, but you have to follow certain rules. It's like 3 nautical miles offshore. In BC here, you have to have a special treatment on board as well, legally speaking. What did we do today? Holly and I today, what did we do today?
We went walking for groceries.
Oh yeah, we got groceries today, that's what we did. Archies, we make a little bit. We're not making a ton yet. That's our kind of big goal, is to eventually make money with content creation. But we're still a pretty small channel. We're just over 1,000 subscribers, and we are getting close to 10,000 followers on TikTok. So we're still a fairly small channel. We don't make a ton out here. But that is our goal eventually. It would be kind of cool to do. We don't need to make a lot, honestly, for what we're doing. Thank you, Tom O'Connell. When people start asking lots of questions, I do slowly speed up and talk faster and faster. Sometimes I need to like breathe and remember that I can't get to everybody. I really do try. If anyone asks questions, I try to get to everything, but there's almost no way, especially when it gets really busy. I have to take a breath and just like grab a comment, answer it, and then move on, because sometimes it's just impossible.
Ugh, why is there so many ads?
AKA, I have no idea. 10 tickles. Why is it 10 tickles? I feel like I missed something there. How many tickled? Oh, why? Is that something I shouldn't say?
Maybe.
I feel like it's fine. I could be wrong though. It's a joke about an octopus.
No, the name.
Which one?
Okay.
Oh, like, I think that's just a thing you say to like people.
Okay.
It's not the name of a...
Like TikTok likes?
I think it's fine. I will be careful with that though. Do you ever worry about a leak? We worry about leaks all the time. Mostly it's from the top of the boat, though. So our boat doesn't leak in the bottom. It leaks from the windows when it rains. How much? We have one engine. It's a Yanmar 3GM30F. I do not have a wooden leg, no. Not anywhere near Oklahoma, no. No tornadoes here. I grew up in Saskatchewan, which had tornadoes quite often. I don't know if we'd ever sail through the Bermuda Triangle. We'd probably end up sailing to Bermuda. We could sail to Alaska. We're pretty close to there, so that's definitely an option eventually. Zach, thank you very much for the 2 roses. Always nice to see you here, Zach. I didn't notice the rose until just now, but welcome. How are you doing today? Hello.
Did you tell Josh that we downloaded Boulder's Gate?
Oh yeah, Josh,
and
we did.
The other one?
We did download those games, by the way, Josh. If you're still here.
Would
Well,
you,
I haven't downloaded the one actually, but
would you be able to put this
yes.
back? Thank you.
I'm sure you could find that Lizzie on the internet. He probably has an AAS location, although maybe he has it turned off so nobody can come find him. Yeah, so we have both of those ready to go, Josh. Tom O'Connell, basically, on TikTok, when somebody gifts you something, it kind of equates to real world dollars. It's just a way to say, like, I like watching your stuff, here's a rose.
Aww.
You can earn coins towards sending gifts by just being on TikTok, but you can also use real world money. And I don't know exactly what the dollar amounts equal. It's not very much. So like a rose is like half of a cent or like 0.1 of a cent or something like that. So each rose is not really worth a lot, and TikTok takes a cut of that too. So if people are buying coins to send to like a streamer, they're also kind of paying TikTok. As the TikTok person or like account gets bigger, they get like more of a cut. So once we hit like 10,000 followers, we get more of a cut. It really depends too, because there are some gifts that are worth a lot more. There's a couple gifts that are worth like $10 or $5, and then there are some gifts that are worth like a couple of cents. But it's more of like an appreciation thing rather than like here's a whole bunch of money.
Is Dennis here still?
Dennis, are you still in the house or in the boat? I should say. We got rockets.
We did.
Our boat can only do about like 8 knots under sail. It could probably go faster if it was really windy, but it'd be pushing like the limits of our sail and mast and rigging and stuff. Under motor, we can only go about 5.5 knots.
Super fast.
Never sailed to Cape Cod. No, we're new here and we're on Vancouver Island, so we haven't sailed that far. We do not have sonar either. 100K coming up. We are approaching. We're at 87K likes, which is pretty cool. Thank you guys for all the double tapping of the screens.
So very cute.
It's okay, Holly. We're getting close to that time as well. It's always nice to see you, so I hope you have a good rest of your day. And Junior, we're very happy. We're enjoying the boat. Have you heard about the new movie? Oh wow, it never came out.
Wow.
Just the greatest jokes known to man. Nice, enjoy. It's a fun lifestyle. Yeah, user, we're excited for it. We're very new to it. We've only been on board for 4 months now. We're still waiting for some sun and summer, is what I'm trying to say. If the English would work. And Holly, thank you for the 11 roses. Kane, you can get a laundry. There's actually another sailor couple on here that just recently got like a washer and dryer for their boat. You can get like a washer dryer combo. They're usually pretty small. Our boat is a 35.5 foot sailboat. It's already a pretty small boat. But yeah, you can get a washer on board. It just obviously costs money and it requires electricity, so you have to make sure you have enough electricity to run that kind of stuff. It would be a cool thing to eventually get, but right now, there's our washing machine right there, that bucket. We're at the marina right now though, so we can just use their washer and dryer, which is kind of nice. A tugboat. We actually often, there's a guy named Steven from the UK somewhere. Where is he from?
Bristol.
Bristol, UK, and he works on a tugboat as well.
Anyways.
Yeah. He lives on, he does like 1 week on, 1 week off, I think, on his tugboat. So I'm not sure where you're at, Dexter, but tugboats are really cool.
Yeah, totally. His is like a $3 million or $5 million ship.
Yeah, they're very cool. Tugboats are massive and they have crazy power. Cal, what kind of boat do you have? Yes, they do have to sleep. That's cool. I always wondered about tugboats. I never really knew much about them. I always thought they were really cool machines, though. We do have cat litter, yes. So right now, at this very moment, we're at the dock, so it's easy enough. We just empty the cat litter box and then we take it to the garbage.
90K.
A little houseboat. That's awesome, Cal. Yeah, we're approaching the 100K here. Cal, thank you very much for the follow. I always liked houseboats as well. So the first houseboat I ever was on was one my uncle rented for like a weekend or something on a lake in Canada here. It was very cool to hang out on for a couple days. We don't pay per night user, we pay monthly. So we pay $575 a month to park at the current dock we're at. It's a lot more if you pay like just overnight. So basically the longer term you spend at a dock, the cheaper it is. Of course, when we're out in the summertime, we'll just be spending like a day here and there. But I think it's like $30 to $60 a night if you want to park at a dock. You can also park at a mooring ball, which is kind of like a little floating ball in the water that you can, instead of using an anchor, you can kind of anchor to their mooring ball, which is usually like a big piece of concrete at the bottom of the ocean with a chain going up to a floating ball. Those cost a little bit less, but of course they cost more than anchoring. Anchoring is generally free, at least around here. We do not have any kids, Mr. Bagley. And we did find it's a pretty nice spot where we're at. We eventually want to obviously sail around and not be in the same place. We are mostly, we bought the boat October 24th of this last year. So we're very new to this. We've only been doing it for 4 months. Summertime we'll be doing a lot more. Worst part is probably honestly laundry. Dealing with laundry and water management. We only have a 270 liter freshwater tank on board. One day it would be nice to get a it'd be nice to get a water maker. Then you can like you can pull seawater out and change it into drinkable water, and that would be really cool to have.
You don't have to yet.
No, soon, yeah. So where are we gonna head next? Would probably be around. So we do spend. Oh wow, English. We do plan to spend a big part of the early spring and summer sailing around BC, just going to like Desolate Sound. There's a ton of locations, honestly, over to the other side of Vancouver Island, out onto the Pacific side. And then mid to end of the summer, we kind of have tossed around the idea of sailing down to Mexico. It really depends what's going on in the world at that point. We'll have to see what's going on. But yeah, we do eventually want to sail around all over the world. And user, we have a laundromat, not really a laundromat. The marina we're at has, so that $575 includes the, we get to use their washer and dryer. We still have to pay for it, but it's a lot cheaper than like a regular laundromat.
Yep.
So I think it's like $2 for a wash or something and $1 for a dry if you need it. And actually there's a cheaper one. They have 2 sets. So obviously the more people that use it at this marina, the less often you can use it because it's always in use. But it's wintertime here, so there's not a ton of people using it at the moment, which has been nice. And yeah, Cal, there's a lot of people around here that leave their boats on mooring buoys as well. We do not have a water maker. That'd be something to get eventually. They're very expensive, though. Wow. Yeah, laundry is always a problem, no matter what you're doing in life. It's going to be beautiful. I agree. We don't have a generator on the boat, but technically our diesel engine for motoring around. So we have sails. We also have a diesel engine on this boat that can turn like a prop. It can generate power for us as well. It can charge our batteries. We would like to get a separate generator just as like a backup. We just haven't got that yet. We do have fishing rods. We haven't used them to fish yet. We were upgrading our fishing rod. We just haven't had time to actually like fully fishing line our rod. I don't even know what you call that. What's the name of that?
Just that new line? Re-spool?
Re-spool? Maybe that. Why is nobody using... it's very expensive, Angry. I think the biggest reason why people don't turn seawater into drinkable water is it's very expensive in terms of electricity. So,
yeah, totally.
in the future, when water is really scarce, it'll be more feasible because the amount of water available will be needed. So right now it just costs too much to be like worth it. But once water becomes more scarce, obviously that changes things. That's the reason. It's basically a reverse osmosis system, and you have to, so like if you're on a boat, you have to run your engine to use it. So it's like you're using gasoline the whole time, or you have to use solar. It's totally doable to turn seawater into drinkable water. It just costs electricity or like, you know, fuel or whatever it is to make it turn the thing. Hurricane season in summer, it depends where you are. Where we are, there's no hurricane season here. Wintertime here is kind of like the hurricane season or storm sailing season. Summertime we will not be heading, so usually late to end of August. So August, end of August or October is usually the time when most people head from Canada down to Mexico to avoid hurricane season. And we do use that washroom. Right now we mostly use the marina washroom though, but that washroom is totally usable. It's all good. Tom O'Connell, you can ask all the questions you want. That's why we're doing this. We enjoy talking about stuff we're passionate about doing. We're very new to it too, so there's probably a lot of stuff we don't even know. You can't turn seawater into drinkable. You 100% can.
Oh, yes, you can.
You can literally, so you can actually just, one of the ways people do it, and you can actually buy these too. It uses the power of the sun. But you can put water, actually you can technically use your stove. You can put seawater in a pot, turn up the heat on it so it starts boiling. The steam is desalinated water. It's water without salt in it. It goes up onto, you can have like a, what do you call it, like a sheet or a tarp, and that water will condensate or condense onto the tarp, and then it will drip down as fresh water. And if you have a cup in on top of the pot, the steam will rise from the pot onto the, whatever you call it, the tarp, and then down into the cup, and you can totally drink that. That's how you turn seawater into drinkable water. The other way that costs more money and is more feasible because you can do more of it is you can use a water maker, and it just like pulls water from the ocean, puts it through filters, and makes it drinkable. Of course, you need a high pressure water pump and a bunch of filters you have to change out all the time, but you can totally separate the salt from the water. It's totally a doable thing.
Yes, it costs a pretty penny.
And it's very expensive. It's not like a cheap thing to buy. Yeah, you can totally turn seawater into drinkable water. It depends how you want to do it and how much time you have or how much money you have. And yes, Holize, we do use the bathroom. I have mentioned that several times now. You keep asking the same question. How is it fake, by the way? I would love to hear why it's fake for you. M Show, thank you for the follow.
Everything is nowadays. Don't even worry about it.
And as we've said 15 times now, Holize, yes, we use the bathroom on the boat. Currently, we use the marina more than the boat because we have the option to. Yeah, reverse osmosis is basically the same thing. I agree. I'm leaving. It's all good. There's a lot of like weird, crazy people on the internet. That's part of it. Yeah, exactly. It leaves salt in the bottom of the pot. So technically, you can use the salt for like cooking food if you wanted to. I've heard of people doing that too. So sailing season starts around May, around where we are. So on Vancouver Island in BC, sailing season starts in May. It's been a very nice year. We do plan to get out probably before May, but we probably won't like officially leave the dock until after that. We do have Wi-Fi. We have Starlink internet, so it's satellite internet. What? Do we argue regularly on the boat? Not really, no. Holly and I get along very well. That's part of the reason why we're able to do this. And if we're actually on the sea, yeah, we can use Starlink internet. So we have solar panels to get power, and then power goes to our batteries. Then the Starlink internet uses the power to send a beam into the sky to the satellite, and that's how we get internet. How long does it take for proper to fill? We're talking about like water? It depends on the, oh, I see. Oh, the bathroom. It depends on the holding tank. Ours is like 50 liters. Or, yeah, 50 liters, I think. So it wouldn't honestly take that long. But pump out stations are all over the place. It's not hard to, like, go empty it. We do, yeah, life straws are cool, and definitely some. I don't know if life straws can technically filter out seawater, can they? I'm always not sure about that.
I feel like it was a no.
I don't know if they can fully filter out salt water. I'm not seeing any water, so I doubt it's a boat. That's because we're inside of the boat. So the water is supposed to be on the outside of the boat. That's why you don't see any water in here. But appreciate it.
Out the way.
We do feel safe. We're in a very protected marina. It's a very good spot.
98K. I should help everybody out a little bit.
Once we get to 100K, yeah, we're almost there. Do you miss running? We run all the time still. So if we need to, Holly ran yesterday. We're at the dock, like we said. We're not pretending we're out in the middle of the ocean. We're in the water, but we are at a dock right now. So we can just hop on the dock and go for a run. Go swimming and prove it. We're in a marina. Marinas are not very clean, so we will not be swimming in the water. I could hang the camera overboard. You guys want to see the outside again? I will show you. Square footage is hard to measure on a boat.
200.
It's around 200.
It's a wedge.
Sailboats are a weird shape. There's also space in the back that's like really low, so I don't know if you want to include that in square footage. Technically, you sleep there and your feet can go under there, so I guess it's part of the square footage, but it's really hard to know and determine. Depends what you consider.
It's got to be Holly.
I can check. I'll see who the top tappers today are. Let me have a peek right now.
Or it's going to be Papa Todd.
No, it's Holly. Holly is destroying at 22,236. Papa Todd, you're second place at 16,484. Jake, you're at 11,144. Dadbot at 4,000. Dennis, 992. Bacon Bat at 607. And Randy at 273. Appreciate you all. We are not moving right now. No, we're at a dock. Can we see outside? I'll show you guys the outside.
We should do our next live sitting on the toilet just to get people going.
Yeah, next live we'll show you guys right on the toilet. That'll be the live. I'll show you guys the outside. You guys want to see the outside? Let me switch to the other camera. Since you asked nicely, some people are just like, not a real boat. I can't see water. So, but for all the people that actually want to see the outside of the boat, we'll switch to this camera. I'll show you guys. We're at a dock. It's nothing super crazy. But there we are. Can you see the water, Holly?
Yeah.
There you guys.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You can see the island across from us.
You're welcome.
We're in a very protected marina.
101K. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Oh, wow. I think we will wind down the stream, guys. It is probably time for us to eat. Holly has been working really hard at getting the food ready.
Alvin, it is closed. It's just the bathroom door that's open. Do you close your bathroom door all the time in your house?
Yeah, I'm very curious. Who said that?
Alvin.
Alvin. Oh, they were the ones that were complaining before about it, too. In the Keys or Grand Cayman, I'll buy a bottle. Oh, that sounds awesome. Jake Smith, one day we'll head that way and we'll have to hang out. Yeah, that'd be cool. We do have neighbors, yes. What's the thing you've broken while sailing that you are most upset about? We do have a drone, and we haven't broken it yet, but I feel like if that breaks, that'll be scary. What else have we broken, maybe?
Our souls.
I mean, the reefing line... What do you call those things? The reefing line...
Lock shivs and stuff?
Yeah, the shivs for the reefing line's broke, and that was unfortunate. And that's why we turned around. We originally were going to go sailing a lot sooner, but that broke and we had to come back.
Brian.
What's that? Oh, also so we have solar panels. I don't know if we broke it while sailing, but it hasn't worked from day one. So I get closer and closer every day to like shouting out this company that has terrible customer service and has kind of ruined our lives when it comes to solar. I should have done better research, so it's partly my fault, but there are a lot better companies out there. So.
Oh my goodness. We are like 170 away from 10,000. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. Sorry.
Oh wow.
I'm off.
We're almost at 8,000.
I was really excited there for a second.
We're very, very close to hitting the 8,000 followers mark. So you guys, thank you guys so much for all that today. We do very much appreciate you. G-Man, there's the water. I showed you the water. How does it feel? How does it feel to be wrong? Retired now. What size boat? We are on a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5, so it's a 35.5 foot sailboat. The difference between a leak and flooding? It's a very fine line. I guess flooding might be when your bilge pump stops working. A leak is when the bilge pump still works. It's just a small leak and your bilge pump can keep it going.
Google it.
Once we're flooding, that means our bilge pump is not working anymore, and then we're in trouble. Rob, thank you for the follow. We are not anchored, but we're at the dock right now. So in the summertime, in the next couple of weeks or even months, we hope to be sailing and doing a live stream while actually sailing, but we haven't done that yet. We need a new solar set up. What are those battery box things? Oh, the things you saw? Those are actually batteries. So the solar system I bought was originally for a whole nother project. It was kind of meant for like houses or like more stationary projects. So that part of the problem as well. It's a 24 volt system with 12 volt solar panels. So I have to run 2 of them in series to hit the 24 volts necessary for them to actually work. It's also a bad time of year to even use solar around here just because we don't get a lot of sun. So unfortunately, this solar system, which is supposed to be a fairly decent size, doesn't do anything for us right now. I don't even know if it will in the summertime. We have another smaller one called EcoFlow. You guys probably have heard about it. They do like portable solar. I think they recently started making non-portable ones as well for like houses. But their system is awesome, and if we could, we would like to get a sponsorship from EcoFlow. EcoFlow, are you out there? Toot, toot, toot.
Kitty's like, holy
Sorry,
moly.
Kitty.
What's going on?
Or a Jackery, yeah. Jackery would also be really good. So
yeah.
EcoFlow, Jackery, Blue Eddy,
Yeah.
they all make really good systems. And honestly, any of those would be really cool. I think having a portable one would be awesome. I think they all also make. I know the EcoFlow also makes a AC system and a generator that you can use, and it like works with all their other systems, which would be kind of cool.
Brian,
Yes.
you also have to give the kitty a pet. Not too many.
Not too many, otherwise she might get excited.
9 is good luck. Ah, you reached the limit.
Yeah. EcoFlow at Jackery. Yeah, exactly. EcoFlow, Jackery, or Blue Eddy, any of those guys would be awesome. I'm sure all of them
no
work really
way.
well. So what?
Rob was a sail maker in Halifax, Toronto, and Victoria over 25 years.
Oh, that's sick. Rob, that's awesome.
You know what we want? This is just a dream, though. We want a bright pink mainsail, and then the front one will be black.
I was thinking black mainsail, and then
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
Jenniker.
Jenniker or whatever Spinnaker would be a bright pink one. I think that'd be kind of a cool mix and combo.
That would be cool.
Rob, I've always been interested in how that works. I've seen obviously videos of how they do sail making stuff. It looks like a pretty cool thing though, and I've always wanted to like order a custom like brand new sail, but they're very expensive, obviously. Pink and black, exactly, Rob. I think like a black mane and then like a pink spinnaker would be like a really cool combo. Bright pink.
I should do a video of this because it looks so delicious.
And Nikki, we're based on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Almost 8K. I guess we maybe could. Hold on, what are we at? Are we very close? I'm not sure we're gonna hit 8K because we gotta end the stream fairly quickly. So unless there is like,
I thought we were so close to 10 and I was wrong.
I know we're almost close to 8. We need, what do we need? 64 people. Are there 64 people here who could follow us right now?
Did you poke your eyeball out?
How do you get Wi-Fi? We have Starlink internet, so we just we have satellite internet basically. The gato,
Gatita.
or the gatita, yeah.
She's
How do you get fresh water?
Manzana Gatita.
Mike, right now we have to go to land, so we have a 270 liter fresh water tank, and we have to come to land to get fresh water. You can get a water maker to do that. Also, I couldn't help but notice you're doing a wheelie in your video.
Wow.
Or on your like profile picture, and that's awesome. Holly and I also like motorcycling a lot. What is it? Is it a Suzuki? I think it's a Suzuki. It's hard to tell in the photo. But very cool bike. I love motorcycles.
I can do that too.
I can also wheelie, but I'm not super good at it.
I can unload the suspension maybe.
Yes, sir. What is it, a 750 or like a... Oh, I was right. Yes! I knew it was a 750. I always wanted a GSXR 750. Never got one, though. I've had a lot of different bikes in my year, but never a 750. I always thought they were really cool. Like a perfect size of motorcycle, honestly.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh, that's cool, Jake. Currently, Holly and I have Husqvarna 501 and a 350, which is our like street legal get around bikes if we need to.
Yep.
But yeah, the 750 is like the perfect. It's not like, 1Ks are often too big. 600s can be kind of too small. 750 is like the perfect amount. Candy Panther Gold, that's awesome. I had, so the oldest bike I had was a 78 Suzuki, what was it? A GS 850. So it was a shaft drive bike. I converted that one from, it was like a big cruisery thing to like a cafe racer. That's what I did. I think the original owner that had it, not the original, the guy that previously had the bike to me made it into like a bobber, and then I converted it into a cafe racer, and I thought it was awesome. I'd love to be out there doing what you're doing. Thank you very much, Mikey. We appreciate it. The bikes and the boat combo is what our goal is eventually. We need bike binders to send us some bike binders so we can put them on the boat. We've had the bikes on the boat, but we want to be able to like set it up a little bit better. And thank you for the follow, by the way. And yeah, cafe bikes are super awesome. I'm really enjoying my 501 right now. I'd like to get some Supermoto wheels for it. Right now we have like the dual sport, which is pretty cool, but she's awesome. Are you talking about Holly? Holly is amazing.
No, they're talking about Cece.
The cat's also awesome. But Holly is an amazing... Ah! It's okay, kitty. That is me and my wife also. Yeah, the boat life and the bike life is awesome. It's really enjoyable to do. Ow, kitty. At work right now, y'all take care easy. Yeah, thank you, Mikey. Hopefully we'll see you again. Enjoy the rest of your day. What are we at? We need 60 more followers. We got 60 more followers out here. It's a Rambler that someone started to make into a cafe racer but never finished. Got it for... That's awesome. I got my GS 850, I think it was for $500 or something. The previous guy, like I said, turned it into a bobber, and he basically put a skateboard. He like cut a skateboard in half and put it as a seat. It was kind of like really a half-assed job of making a bobber, which is why I converted it from that into a cafe racer and really enjoyed it. But a Rambler would be a very cool style of bike to have as well. We do have Starlink internet, yes. Oh, a Scrambler. Scrambler is awesome, yeah. I like that style as well. Tried real hard, Jimmy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. A Boss Haas with a 350. I've always seen those. I always wondered how well they actually drove. They look like they're so big and, like, the power would be crazy, but I've always wondered how they handled. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. We are not currently at sea. We're at a dock right now. If we run out of money, Kane, I guess we got to go get jobs. We are making a little bit off of content creation at this point, so hopefully we can keep that up and just kind of build on our channel. We don't need to make a ton of money to survive. We own the boat outright. We just have to pay for maintenance, going to the dock occasionally, and obviously food and stuff. And we can buy food, or sorry, we can fish for food and do different things like that. So we don't honestly need a ton to survive. I don't think we're going to get to the 8,000 mark today, guys. I think we need to end the stream. I'm getting hungry. Holly's getting hungry. We're ready to go. So, but we do appreciate it. Sorry. How long is the boat? Our boat is a 35.5-foot sailboat. So it's a 1989 Hunter Legend 35.5. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Go watch some of our videos. You can see all the stuff we've done. We do make videos pretty much every single day. Not every single day, but pretty much daily since we moved on the boat 4 months ago. Boats can be money pits, but also a house is a money pit. A car is a money pit. Anything you own in life is technically a money pit. The big thing for us is, in my opinion, so I always think of it this way. If you own a house and a boat, obviously the boat's going to be a money pit for you because it's like the secondary thing that you are not primarily invested into to like survive and like live on. Your house is. So whenever you have a problem with your house, you're going to put the money into it. So it's not a money pit. It's like, this is where we live, so we have to put the money into it. Holly and I don't have a secondary house. This is our only house, so it is already our primary money pit, I guess you could say. So boats can be expensive, but if it is the main place you live, then it's a little bit different, I think. But I agree. And Jake, thank you very much for that.
Brian, what is the sailing season here? It's
May to October?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on the ocean, John. We're on Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And sorry, a few people have asked us if we can do Airbnb with our boat. Our boat's too small. So Holly and I live here full time. We can't use this boat to like let other people stay on because we're here. Our boat is also too small. I don't think anyone would want to come like do an Airbnb on the boat with 2 other people. Holly and I bump into each other already. Having a stranger randomly bumping into you all day, or like if you woke up on the boat and there's like people out here banging around and then you got out to go to the washroom and you have to like bump into them to go to the washroom. I don't think a lot of people would be into that. And no, we don't have a water maker. Anyway, guys, we are going to end the live stream. I've said it a few times already. It is time to eat. We will be back later tonight. We usually are. And then we'll be back tomorrow as well. So we go live pretty much every single day, almost twice every day, except for we take a few days off here and there just because we get fatigued. We need to take breaks. like I said, we've been doing this non-stop for 4 months. So if you guys haven't already, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe. We do very much appreciate you all.
Oh, and thank you. Sorry. Thank you, everybody.
We will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much. She said?
I said good day.
She said good day. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for being here. YouTube, we are still technically here. Chronic, Carlos, thank you so much. We usually go live first on YouTube, and then we like sign on to TikTok as well. Usually TikTok we get a lot more people in, which is why we do both. But we do love YouTube a lot, and we do hope to get more. We had, for whatever reason, this week on YouTube, we've only ever had like really small streams. Normally, last week we had like 50 to 100 people, so not sure what exactly happened to our the people that used to come into our live stream. I'm not sure what happened or why YouTube isn't showing us as much anymore. But we hope to make YouTube a little bit bigger. We've just got over 1,000 subs. We have like quite a bit of a smaller channel here, but we do appreciate you guys. We love you guys. TikTok's a lot more censored, which is why YouTube's so cool. But yeah, appreciate you guys. We will talk to you later. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day.
And thank you, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you later.
She said?
I said good day.
She said good day.
Kitty said